Evening, Sty Planet Mosh here with the unreal Neil Crud. How are we doing?
I'm good. Yourself?
Not bad. So we're here in the Tidham FM studio,
Yep.
which is your thing on Sunday night.
Yep.
For those of you who don't know, in a nutshell, Neil has dedicated most of his life to playing and supporting Welsh music to what could be described as an iconic status. Is that fair?
Well, that's for you to say, not me. Well, not for me to decide, really. So
fair enough.
Yeah.
So where did it all start? Where did this journey start for you?
Listening to Sham 69 on the phone in my nan's house when I was 11. My mate Paul from school played it to me and said, "This is amazing. You've got to listen to this." And from that day on, I've always been into punk rock or alternative music, I would say.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I had complete inability to play anything myself, so I devoted myself to helping bands. And when I was about 19, someone said, "Look, you've got to be in a band, you've got to form a band." And I said, "I can't play." He says, "Just sing." And so I ended up playing guitar. So, but I still helped bands after that as well, so and continue to do so and play.
Not now, not never. Do you really think I would?
You were part of one of the most notorious punk bands to come out of North Wales in 4Q.
Yeah,
Fair comment?
Yeah, I'd say it's fair, and I'm probably the worst punk band as well to come out of North Wales.
Tell us a bit about that, the gigs, your recordings, and ultimately the trouble.
The gigs we did quite a lot of gigs actually, but we had to play a lot of gigs out of North Wales because of we used to cause a bit of a ruckus at concerts, and mainly we did that because we couldn't play. So to make up for the fact that we couldn't play, we detract people, fool people into thinking, well, wow, what a great band this is, but it was just because we caused chaos, whether it's nudity or breaking things or stealing things or just a big kick-off or whatever, I don't know if you've seen a couple of 4Q gigs yourself, but yeah, so it was all good fun at the time.
Great days, great days.
Yeah.
You produced a controversial fanzine called Crud as well, which unfortunately you had to pull the plug on due to, was it Westminster? Pressure from Westminster?
Home Office investigation. But yeah, that's how I got my name Crud, because fanzine editors always took on the name of their fanzine. So if it was called the Daily Times, I'd be called Neil Daily Times now, but it was Neil Crud, thankfully or not thankfully. So, but yeah, we did 9 issues, or I did 9 issues, and the 8th issue was seized by the police. Douglas Hurd, the then Home Secretary, launched a Home Office investigation over its content. It wasn't really, it was nothing malicious really, but a lot of it was to do with a certain Gordon Anglesey, who was Chief Superintendent of North Wales Police at the time, and we did usually have a dig at him and take the piss out of him. And he's now dead, died a convicted paedophile. So yeah, but I would say he was the catalyst in all the hassle I had from the police, really, because I took the piss out of him. He didn't like that, so. But yeah, hey ho.
Well, he says it's not malicious, but he actually called my band the ugliest band in North Wales, but we're not going to go into that. We won't go into that.
That was a fact, though.
With your kind, you gave us TV and you took away our minds. I don't believe you. I never could. Not now. Not never.
You formed with 4Q on the basis that the band had become more of a cabaret act due to the nature of your gigs. Have you ever regretted that decision?
No, I do regret. I should have folded it about 12 months earlier, really. But no, it was becoming a cabaret. People were turning up just to see us cause trouble and wanted us to cause trouble and kick off and things like that. And plus, I didn't like the musical direction the band was taking, as the members we had by then could play. But it wasn't the kind of thing I wanted to do. I think it run its course, really. So everything has a shelf life, I think. So yeah.
Okay.
So.
And born from 4Q was your next band, Sons of Selena, and your now current band Spam Javelin,
Yeah.
which, great name by the way,
Yeah.
almost as good as Slip Hazard. What style would you describe Spam Javelin best as a band?
Sub-hardcore. Yeah. It is hardcore punk, but it's... I guess there's a bit of subtlety in there, I guess, somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just if it sounds good, we'll play it. And that's it. At the moment, it's sounding good, so we're playing it.
Have you got the same sort of influences when you write music now as you had back years ago?
No, I can write music now. I couldn't. No, it's just if something pisses me off, I'll write about it, or we'll write about it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And three-piece band, you've
Yep.
got Tracy Howarth,
Yeah.
and you've just got a new drummer, haven't you?
Leon Broadbent.
He's a new drummer, yeah?
Yeah. Real Welsh Christian name, real English surname.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Real
It is,
strange
yeah.
boy.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, I think a three-piece works better. I think you have to, as a three-piece, you have to push yourselves
Yeah.
a lot harder. You know, as you know, with Carnage, we
Yeah.
three-piece at one point.
Yeah,
right?
three-piece,
So,
yeah.
So I think bands that three-piece bands really, there's more energy there, and
Yeah.
you have to, like I said, push yourself more.
Yeah.
Nazi like Nazis, fuck off! Nazi like Nazis, fuck off! Nazi like Nazis, fuck off! Nazi like Nazis, fuck off!
Your latest release was 12 Golden Greats, and that came out last October.
Yep.
Now, where can we find that?
Usual outlets, Bandcamp, Mrs. Miggin's Pie Shop, or go to linktowales.co.uk, which is my website. But
Which we'll come to shortly, yeah.
okay, yeah, it's 12 Golden Greats. It's just the best of the first 3 releases, and there's 13 tracks on it.
13 tracks,
Yeah. So yeah,
Absolutely. Baker's dozen.
yeah,
Any new material coming out?
yes. Got a new single coming out imminently called Fake News, and 4 weeks on from that release, we will have our debut album proper, which is called
Right.
The Crack Halls of Betos Carmon, which is out. Don't laugh, it's serious.
It's great.
And and that's out on Link to Wales Records, and it'll be available in 12-inch vinyl CD and Mrs. Miggin's Pie Shop as well.
Now, Link to Wales is your own label, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a website and label. Yeah.
So, what was the vision in starting that up? What was the aim? What was your thoughts in doing that?
Well, when Crud finished, when the fanzine finished, I still had a lot of material, a lot to say, so I started up a website called Encyclopedia Crudatica, which is about 1998, and I did like an A to Z of all the bands I'd been involved with, and it just sort of mutated from there and ended up being an encyclopedia. And I started Link to Wales in 1999, which makes it one of the longest running blogs in the world. So it's been going, what, 1999 was it now? 20 years? 20 years, yeah. So but it just carries on and on and on. My dad does a lot of the background work on there, as keeps the site ticking over. And there's just so much information, and massive information. So of all bands.
That was my next thing I've got here, which has got to be one of the most informative websites I've ever seen.
On a local set, it's a very narrow it's a very narrow audience. But however, my dream would have been to do an alternative Britain website and have every band you could think of, bands from Lichfield or whatever, John O'Groats sort of thing. But it's a mammoth task, something like that. So
you're right. So every other Sunday you present this alternative rock radio show, which we're going to be doing shortly, or you're going to be doing shortly rather, on Llandudno Base Radio Station 2 FM.
Yep.
How did you get involved in that?
I used to do a podcast, and podcasts are all right, but I think to have something on FM, I wanted a radio show. I wanted to promote local bands and things, but to have it on FM and have it live, going out live, it's immediate, isn't it? It's mistakes and warts and all and that kind of thing. Whereas you do a podcast, you can click stop, rewind, and then overdub it, and so it comes out almost perfect, if you like. Yeah. So I think I like that element of that danger of broadcasting live, even though it's the demographic here is very, very small. As in the FM circles, it's 20-mile radius or whatever. But online, you can listen worldwide, can't you? Live as well.
Absolutely,
So that's why I do it. So.
Yeah. And it's 8 till 10 every Sunday.
8 till 10 every other Sunday.
Every other Sunday.
Yeah.
And it's mainly unsigned bands you promote, isn't it?
Yeah, as long as I like it.
Yeah.
You know, there's no rules really. Very rarely play an established band. Yeah, and I just do stuff I love, stuff I like to hear.
So what's the best way for bands to get in touch then if they want to try and get on the show?
Find me on Facebook, or or go to Link to Wales and get in touch via that way really. So yeah, but keep trying, because sometimes I get loads of stuff and I don't pick it up all the time. But keep trying. So yeah.
Future plans for you?
For me, on a personal level or a professional level?
Yeah, well, both.
Keep doing it until I stop enjoying it. So I'm enjoying it at the moment. So yeah, I love going to gigs. Go to as many gigs as possible. I've just hit. I'm so anal. I keep a spreadsheet or a list of all the bands I've seen, all the gigs I've seen, and I've just hit 3,000. So, and I know there's more because there's some I forgot. So, but yeah, just keep doing that for now. Want to do more videos.
Yeah.
I have done a few videos in the past, but I do just get the time really. More time, please. More time.
Yeah. You like collecting things, don't you? You know, like demos and stuff like that.
Yeah. I got.
Well, I've made a big decision.
Go on.
I've got a little gift for you. You might like it. You might not like it.
Okay.
I found this in the attic. This is the original Carnage tapes from 31 years ago.
Shit.
I mean, I ain't going to do anything with it, but if you want to put it into your collection,
It'll go into my collection with my four. I've got some 4Q ones like this as well.
You're more than welcome.
That's the proper, the original.
Absolutely, yeah.
Look at that on tape like that. Eh?
Tape,
Thank you so much.
No, you're welcome.
That'll go into the archives.
So listen, Neil, it's been an absolute pleasure. I think what you do and what you continue to do for Welsh music is amazing, and long may it continue.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
So cheers, man.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
All right, mate.
Cheers.
Nice.